It's a high-altitude game for us today. Welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos.
2026 Denver Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He tucks it and takes off. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
All set to go now from the 35. Allen now on first down. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another Bills first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bills.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. First tone of the game for James Cook. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here. 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the red zone on first. Here's a screen for Cook. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way. And he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
Opening play, and Bo will throw. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Allen on the play action. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bills have a first down.
That's good.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First down throw for Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Connects on the crosser. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 36 yards. First down, Bills.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is on third and short. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Completed over the middle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Now Nix on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Bills get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Allen to throw. Caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
So 1st down from the 41. Putting a receiver in motion. Now Allen off the play action. This finds Cooks complete. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Running back sent in motion. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, oh, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They'll run it with Cook. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Allen on third down. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Davis does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Now we get to a very interesting call on third down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Bills take a 20-zip lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. To throw, here's Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Christian Benford up to make that stop. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. He's got Sutton complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Once more, it's Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Completed to his running back. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. First and 10. Here's Allen. Caught for big yards on the right side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. This one's quickly to Shakir. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is set. This is second and 2. Play action now with Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
It's a gain
Big
of 20.
gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bills have a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buffalo.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bills sending out Matt Prater now. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash.
44-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace. But they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Broncos first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now it's Cook. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Got his man. Shakir has it. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Cook. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Big gain, 14 on the play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Now run by Cook. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by the corner pick 20th out of the University of Texas, John Day Barron.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And not much more there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Palmer motioning right. Now Allen going to the air. Brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. QB sneak coming. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
Gain of 1.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a third down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. They'll go. Allen. He finds it beyond the marker. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Fullback trying to power him across. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. Oh, you know I'm going to celebrate this one, Brock. Fellow fullback activists unite. Not a ton still kicking around the league, but one of them finds the end zone on the plunge.
And if you're a team without one in a short yardage spot, you got fullback envy as well, because sometimes a guy like this barreling ahead is the difference between getting 6 points or not.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 24-point ball game.
Broncos 7.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Now a toss. This is Harvey. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Taron Johnson brought him down. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. Back to the line they come, second down. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They get 23 on that one. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Nix now on first and 10. Going all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Next to throw again. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing again, here's Nix. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On first and 10, here's Nix. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now the offense and Knicks coming to the line and looking to tack on two more.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a two-score game here late. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a two-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Bronk, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Allen setting up to throw. Middle of the field, this is taken in by Palmer. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play made by their rookie from Michigan State.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is Cook. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here.
Yards.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Bills have a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Another one for Cook. And get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run. Davis. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills have likely locked up the win right there. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Bills stretch the lead to 23.
Broncos 15.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. Nixon to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Once more, it's Nix. England's got another one. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll throw again. Nix trying to push deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got Sutton complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Shotgun snap to Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Nix looking to throw. Getting Ingram on the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. To throw, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills, as we'll see you next time from Denver.